evening, students. Last class I have explained different types of nuclear reactors uh, and classification may be on different categories on base of moderator, base of coolant, base of fuel, whatever it may be. In examination point of view, which is important, based on coolants, different types of nuclear reactors are classified. Though those reactors are very much important in examination point of view. It is very important notice. Okay, so last video, different types of nuclear reactor, and also I have covered BWR, PWR, boiling water reactor, as well as PWR, pressurized water reactor. Though both operations I have completed in last video. In this video, I want to explain about CANDU reactor, fast breeder reactor. These are also based on the classification of coolant. Okay, here the coolant is heavy water coolant. Coolant is heavy water. This is pump. Okay, heavy water. These are the fuel rods. Okay, fuel rods. Next, this is the heat exchanger or steam exchanger. Heat exchanger or steam exchanger. Incoming is water. So after the process of all these coolant process, all these happened, it will convert into this water will convert into a steam. Then this steam goes to the turbine blades, goes to the turbine first, then turbines, and will get the electrical energy by means of alternator. So that part is very well known. But here just we have to know the what is coolant, what is which material is used as a control rods and moderator and fuel. That you have to find in CANDU reactor. Okay, so heavy water is used as a coolant here, and general water is used for heat transfer facility, and here uranium rods, uranium U-35. This is CANDU reactor. So this means is Canadian deuterium uranium. Should not use enriched uranium. U-235 is not at all used in Canadian deuterium uranium. We can use deuterium uranium is used as a fuel rods here. Okay, so that's why it is called as deuterium uranium. So this will be developed and constructed in Canada. That's why it is called as Canadian deuterium uranium. So here fuel rods are deuterium uranium are the fuel rods. Okay, so moderator and coolant is both are used as a heavy water here. Okay, so moderator and heavy coolant both are used as a heavy water here. So what happened? The coolant is circulating in this way. Okay, so after the reaction, what happened here? After reaction, what happened? Your coolant will be this coolant will be get heated. We know the byproducts of the nuclear reaction is thermal energy. That means heat is produced. So coolant is in heat form. Here when heat is entered into this heat chamber, what happened? Or heat exchanger, what happened? The coolant give up the heat here and raising the steam of the water and raising the steam of the boiling point of the water here. Then more steam will come out from the heat exchanger. That is the principle of operation of the CANDU reactor. Any reactor basic principle of operation is based on the what principle? That is controlled fission chain reaction. Controlled fission chain reaction. How can you control? Control by means of control rods. Control by means of control rods. So here also we are having control rods. Okay. When control rods are pulled down, so more reaction will be goes inside the nuclear reactor, then heavy energy will be released, so more heat will be released, the coolant get more heated and develop more and gives up the heat here, and more vapor will be come out from the heat exchanger. So when control rods are push up, what happen? Push up these control rods are not at all in interact with the fuel rods, deuterium with uranium. So no, that much of energy is not released before the case. So that is the then simultaneously how much heat is generated, the coolant will get heated, then here coolant will give up the heat, then as usual process. So that is about the CANDU reactor. So heavy water is used as a moderator as well as coolant here. Okay, cadmium or boron is used as a control rods here, and fuel rods are uranium and deuterium. These are the basic description of the CANDU reactor. Now coming to last one, that is fast breeder reactor. Here control rods are used. As uranium 238 are used as a control rods. Here you can watch here, these are the uranium blankets. Uranium 238 blankets. So these are the uranium 235. Fuel rods are uranium 235. So this is our sodium, liquid sodium metal. So here coolant is used as a liquid sodium. So control rods are used as uranium 238. Blankets are used as, which means that the uranium 235 is surrounded by uranium 238 blankets. Why we are all called as fast breeder reactor? Actually, what happened? Uranium 235 is bombarded with neutron. Then what happened? Uranium 235 bombarded with one neutron. What happened? It will give 2 heavy nuclei plus 3 neutrons. Okay. So these 3 neutrons will further react with uranium 238 blankets also. Then uranium 238 blankets ఎప్పుడైతే మీకు ఇది ఇంట్రాక్ట్ అయ్యిందో, then what happened? It will give plutonium 239. So this element is also, this fission during this process, this fissile material is also developed in the reactor core. Okay, so due to this also heat is generated. This will be again react with neutrons and further collisions. So that is the process of fast breeder reactor. Okay, that means actually in before case what happened? In before case what, there is no moderator here. That one of the advantage of this fast breeder reactor is there is no, we are not using any moderator here. Okay, but what is the difference between these two? Here uranium blankets are surrounded by the uranium material. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, మీకు uranium 235 మనకి న్యూట్రాన్తో మనకి బొంబార్డ్ అవ్వడం వల్ల 3 న్యూట్రాన్స్ వస్తాయి. బట్ ఈ న్యూట్రాన్స్ అనేవి మళ్ళీ దీంతో బొంబార్డ్ అవుతాయి అండ్ దీంతో కూడా బొంబార్డ్ అవుతాయి, రియాక్షన్లో ఉంటాయి. సో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఈ uranium 238 వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే మనకి plutonium 238 అనేది డెవలప్ అవుతుంది ఫిసైల్ మెటీరియల్. అంటే ఏంటి, హియర్ uranium 235 ఈజ్ కన్జ్యూమింగ్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డిక్రీజింగ్. uranium 238 అనేది డిక్రీజ్ అయిపోతూ ఉంది. అట్ ది సేమ్ టైం దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, మనకి plutonium 239 అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతా, అంటే ఆ మెటీరియల్ అనేది మనం డెవలప్ చేస్తూ వస్తున్నాం, ఆ ఫిసైల్ మెటీరియల్ అనేది. సో దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, కంటిన్యూస్ ప్రాసెస్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. సో ఒకవేళ మీకు uranium 238 మీకు ఫుల్గా డిప్లీట్ అయినా కొంతవరకు కూడా మీకు ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఆల్సో we can continue the reaction with the support of plutonium 239. That's why it is called as fast breeder reactor. Here there is no moderator in this reactor. That is a very, very important point. Here the control rods are uranium 238 blankets. Okay, uranium 238 are the control rods. Here control rods are cadmium or boron. So those are the basic difference between the Cantu reactor and fast breeder reactor. Last class I had discussed boiling water reactor and pressurized water reactor. Here one more point I have to mention. It is operating at very low temperature, nearly about 101 degree centigrade. It is nearly operating below 500 degree centigrade because here heat is produced due to uranium-235 as well as plutonium-239 without moderator. What is the function of moderator? The function of moderator is to slow down the neutrons. So there is no need to use the moderator because here uranium-238 can be used as a moderator. Am I right? Because it can develop plutonium-239 with the reaction of neutrons, which is coming. These neutrons are coming from uranium-235. సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది మీకు uranium-235 అనేది కన్జ్యూమ్ అవుతున్నా అట్ ది సేమ్ టైమ్ ఇది యూజ్ uranium-238 బ్లాంకెట్స్ వల్ల వచ్చే plutonium-239 అనేది మనకి ఎక్కువ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. దట్ ఈస్ ద అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫాస్ట్ బ్రీడర్ రియాక్టర్. So this is the basic construction of and operation of Cantu reactor and fast breeder reactor. So up to this I have completed types of nuclear reactor. Next class I will explain problem and also I will give the assignment questions regarding this unit. Okay, thank you.